Vampire Coast taking on Hadres and his Tomb Kings, who are undefeated so far. Round 1 of this best of 3 semifinal. Players have loaded in. Let's take a look at what they've brought, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have, for the infantry, 4 units of zombie deckhand mob with pole arms. Other than that, looks like we're just going full ranged. We have, what is it here? 1, 2, 3 units of bombers. Zombie pirate handguns. Looks like 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to have 3 scurvy dogs up front. And then back in the rear, some artillery. Gonna have a carronade and make it 2. Other than this, we are going to be seeing 2 deck droppers with handguns, 1 on either flank. We're also going to be taking a look here at a Necrofex Colossus, which I believe is the last unit here, and it's going to be Count Noctilus on top of it. He will have Captain Ross Moondial, as well as Wraithstorm, Arcane Conduit, Invocation of the Heck, and Abandoned Ship. Now, I worry about this army greatly because of the Vanguard deployments of the Tomb Kings here. Now, we're also going to see the 3 scurvy dogs, or is it 4? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 Vanguard deployed. And for the Tomb Kings forces, we will have a front line consisting of skeleton warriors with some Tomb Guard supporting. So it looks like 2 Tomb Guard and 5 skeleton warriors. Gonna have the Blessed Legion of Bakath and what else here? Yeah, 4 carrying up in the air. Nice harassment force. And then we have 2 Shakti with great bows. Now the thing that concerns me so much for the Vampire Coast in this matchup, oh, also, we have a Screaming Skull Catapult. Can't miss that. Is going to be the Vanguard deployed Skeleton Horsemen. Both of them hidden back here, and as you can see, there's nothing in this back line to protect all of these range units, from what I can see. So, we will see if Noctilus does some crazy good summons or not, but I do worry a lot about how this is going to go just based on that initial Vanguard. Over here, for the leadership, we do have Setcher the Imperishable, Blessed Blade of Tra, Neru's Incantation of Protection, and Jap's Incantation of Cursed Blades. So, here we go, guys. Both players have an even balance of power, and looks like we're going to have the Tomb Kings outnumbering, the Vampire Coast outnumbering the Tomb Kings just a bit. Neil El Barbas, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it greatly. Hope you're enjoying yourself. But yeah, this is going to be... Yeah, I just don't see this ending well for the Vampire Coast right now. If they had all their scurvy dogs back here, maybe. Or if they had their polearms back here, maybe. But I just feel like the carronades and all these handgunners are just going to get shut down so quick. Cetra does not serve. Hey, Mr. Tattoo21, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I guess if he turns around immediately, maybe he can shoot down these skeleton horsemen. But he'll have to react so quickly. Looks like the Tomb Kings are playing it patiently at first, though. I like this. Oh, no, here they come. And will Enticity see what's happening? Oh, look at this. They were already facing the other way, and look at the damage they are doing, and a summon going down here, too. And, oh boy, those skeleton horsemen are already having a tough time, but these skeleton horsemen coming in basically unimpeded. So we'll see what happens. That carronade is going to go down immediately. Painful stuff to see here. But these skeleton horsemen are crumbling out of existence, and these ones over here will probably be soon to follow. The carronade crews running away from their artillery for now. We will see if they can get back in there. Both of them are crumbling at the moment, though, so we'll have to see. Right now, Invocation of the Heck going down on top of these deck droppers with handguns, and now we have all of the carrion diving into the handgunners. Meanwhile, for the frontline engagements, we have the zombie pirate deckhand mob with polearms losing decisively against the Tomb Kings, but they are holding them in place for the bombs to come in and start doing some work. and it looks like they're doing some good damage in the initial charge here. Those Tomb Kings almost down to half health, and these Tomb King Skeleton Warriors taking a lot of damage in particular. However, in the back line, Scurvy Dogs, what are you going to do? Now's the chance. I really want to see those Scurvy Dogs come out to play. But maybe his micro's being a bit too absorbed right now in the back line, which it looks like he's actually successfully defending against. So very good job here to Enticity, protecting his back line from what seemed like a very, very precarious situation. And now all those carrion skeleton horsemen have been dealt with, and the Tomb King's going to be in for a rude awakening once they finally finish off this front line, which it does seem inevitable that they will win the front line. But yeah, what the hell is going on with these Scurvy Dogs? He needs to get them into combat. I mean, I guess I see the idea of waiting for a little bit, but at this point, you're just letting value go down from the Screaming Claw Catapult, and there's no range units to even challenge those Scurvy Dogs at this point. Wraithstorm going down on top of Setra the Imperishable, doing a nice little bit of damage, and a new Ushapti summon coming in here. However, with how many handgunners there are back here, they should be able to shoot these Ushapti down out of existence as very, very quickly. Going to see a Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mob summon coming down, and damn it, we need to see these Scurvy Dogs come out. What are they doing? Oh, Scurvy Dogs, come on, buddies. But look at this. Ushapti getting caught in the crossfire from hell. But man, oh man, you know, now the Tomb Kings are starting to push that front line forward. And if they can compromise, close the gap quickly enough, then they can just start tying up all these range units. But these handgunners are going to be very, very threatening as long as they're alive, of course. I'm really confused. I think he forgot his Scurvy Dogs, and that's just not gonna work. If he doesn't have Scurvy Dogs in the back line, then he's just kind of throwing this game away at the moment, and it's a big shame. He's leaving 1,500 points on the field without using them, and the longer they wait, the less value they'll get. So need to see these guys get into combat yesterday. They've already let the Screaming Claw Catapult do so much damage. 75 kills on the Screaming Claw Catapult, and its leadership debuff really helps cause the infantry units for the Vampire Coast to crumble. And yeah, if he doesn't get out there quick, get in on, like, look at all these range units that are just sitting out here unprotected, you know? There go the Scurvy Dogs. They are finally being remembered. And now we will see if this can switch the tide of the battle, because right now, balance of power is pretty squarely in favor of the Tomb Kings. A Wraithstorm going down on top of the Blessed Legion of Kath. The Scurvy Dogs have taken out the Screaming Claw Catapult. And, yeah, I mean, the Vampire Coast still has a path to victory here, but they need to start playing this really, really well. But actually, now as I say that, I forget these Ushapti, the Great Bows, have just effectively countered Noculus, and he may just die right here. He's crumbling, really low on health. He's out of range of one of the Ushapti, but the other one is still very much in range of him. And now it's going to be a question, can he survive? Oh man, he's crumbling, but look, the Ushapti are getting tied up now by Scurvy Dogs. If these Scurvy Dogs can take these boys out, then boom, and Noculus can get another invocation in the heck on himself, then he might be able to do this, but balance of power is really far against him, and these Scurvy Dogs needed to be active so long ago, and it's really bumming me out that they weren't. So right now, Scurvy Dogs are going to be pulling back from this one because Setra the Imperishable is here in combat. However, this other unit of Ushapti Great Bows is taking a ton of damage, and yeah. No! Get him out of range! Noculus is going to die right now, and that's going to be a GG. Nothing to do after that. Without Noculus, you got nothing. And that's going to be army losses kicking in. And a good game to both players. A lot closer than I thought it would be, to be completely honest. And honestly, if Noculus would have been just kept on pulling out of range and let his Scurvy Dogs tie those guys down, and he got one more invocation and a heck off, he would have been able to win that. But still, a great game to both players, and I was very impressed with the backline defense from Enticity, being able to shut down 4 Harpies and 2 Skeleton Horsemen relatively quickly. But obviously that time he spent doing that gave Hadres enough time to win the frontline engagement and then start just rushing in. But honestly, if he would have activated these Scurvy Dogs earlier, I think that could have been a totally different game that I think the Vampire Coast could have won. So great games, but you can't forget your units that long. And if he didn't forget them, was just waiting them for like strategic reserves, in my opinion, he waited far too long, because this Screaming Skull Catapult never should have got 86 kills. But on to the next game, guys. On to the next